because certainly you know what you're doing. You know that this implies that he was cheating, and now everybody's talking about it, which is okay if you're going to answer it in the next 1 to 3 weeks. If you're never going to follow up on this, I mean, fuck you. No?
Yeah, no, it's getting to the point with Kyle. I don't know. I like Kyle so much. I actually think she's just one of the most likable people on TV.
Not everyone listening to this podcast would agree with you, darling.
Well, I know. And the reason I now am like, I'm sort of lackluster on her is this whole like, I'm not going to go out. I can't believe I've put Morgan through this. But then they're just out at one red carpet to another and at Craig's and with Kesha. And it's like, oh my God, nobody feels bad for you. Nobody, I mean, if Morgan was so distraught, she wouldn't be out in Hollywood with you.
What is she doing at what? Because she wasn't on Watch What Happens, right? She was like in the audience. What the fuck? Was she the bartender? I mean, does anyone know? Does anyone watch this? Watch What Happens? I mean, she's fucking there, and now she's on the carpet. And I mean, that's the other thing. A lot of people are like, Kyle knows what's going on. Like,
yeah,
you,
so smart.
yeah. I mean, your hand, if you really didn't want to feed into this narrative, she could stand on the carpet next to you and hold you, like hug you like we do for a picture. But that hand is like, that is deliberate so that we are talking about it today. So that's where it's like, fuck you. Enough. It's enough.
I agree. I'm there. I mean, Dolly Parton for the past, 45 years has just never gone on the red carpet with her husband. They just never, he didn't want it. She didn't want, and it's like they deliberately lived a private life. Like you can do that in Hollywood. We always reference our girl, Sandra Bullock. So Michael Jordan, one of the arguably the most famous athletes and businessmen of all time. I mean, you rarely see Michael Jordan. The guy lives a private life. It's so in our face now. And I'm with you.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
we have a ton of gossip to get to.
But yeah.
Well, before that, what do you make? How did these text messages? I guess they're read at the reunion, at the RHOBH reunion, and then they were published. But how were Kyle's text messages to Dorit published, and Dorit considers it being gaslit?
Well, okay, first of all, let's all pull this back. Okay. What I'm just really confused. Like, well, how did these texts, first of all, get released? That's just a whole, I mean, Kyle released them or Dorit? No? I mean, this was a text from Kyle to Dorit. So who released these texts? Can someone share that information with me?
I mean, that's a great question. These are really long, you guys. So this is from Kyle to Dorit, and it says, "Hi, I've been trying to reach out because I know we are in a weird place, and it really bothers me. And it's not even on the show. I wanted to explain where I'm at and why I've been distant, but my hands are tied. Of course, some interview comments hurt my feelings and created more issues for me. But I'm used to that and could get past it. Okay, moving on. I've spent 30 years with Mo, married 28. I have no idea how to live without him or how to navigate through life on my own because I have so much on my plate for tomorrow. And I know you do too. This is for the reunion.
It's the night before,
I love
apparently.
you, PK. The night before. But relationships and you are more important to me than RHOBH. And I don't feel like bringing it up. Kyle is referencing like, let's not bring up any of the drama between you, Dorit, and myself, especially when we have enough battles to handle as it is. Anyway, I'd love to sit down with you and talk. Maybe tomorrow I'm around. I would give anything not to go and have to do this reunion. I don't know how much longer I can do this show. It's so toxic and creates so much anxiety for me. Anyway, let me know if you want to talk.
So, I mean, Dorit feels silenced by that. Yeah, I guess what? And what is that? Does Dorit know something about Morgan? Is she referring just to the two of them? But Dorit was not having it. As we see, she ran in and told Erica. And I'd like to know how these text messages are released. I mean, really, Kyle? And also, you know what? I don't know. These women are so smart. You know not to put anything in writing, right? Like you know not to put things in writing.
Well, I
So
mean,
I
your
don't
dear
know.
friend? Is this your dear friend and um, you're making a plea of like, please don't make it any worse for me? Or are you gaslighting Dorit? And instead of Dorit having her moment to say, hey, you've been a really crappy friend and I've been replaced by Morgan. And by the way, you guys are eating each other's snatches. I mean, is Dorit being gaslit?
I don't know, but I mean, Kyle's really gonna. I mean, yes, I'm sure it's not good for her anxiety. She's gonna quit the show. I don't know. I mean, this is why people aren't
Oh,
happy
no
with
one's going to
her.
quit. No one's going to quit. The platform's too good. Now, that's not to say that it's not toxic, because boy, do we have big developments with Miss Brandi Glanville and Bethenny Frankel.
All right, so
But
it is what it is, right? Kyle and Dorit
now
are over. She says she doesn't want to lose her as a friend. Like she's already
you have
lost her
you have to
sister, now she got her
understand,
sister back.
we're 2+ decades into reality TV. Anyone that goes on now with friends,
Correct.
family, and significant others, you have to be willing to sacrifice them for fame and reality TV. That's just the name of the game. Now, our friends in Salt Lake City, I think those four women have gotten together and they've said, doesn't count. Doesn't, whatever you say on this show about us, we're going to put it all on the line. We all love this. This is what we've all wanted. We are fame whores. We love, love, love it. I don't give a shit what you say. I'll fight with you, but do it, bring it all. Okay. And I do think they did get together and got rid of reality Von Teese. And Lisa Barlow is like working overtime, spinning her wheels to try to tell us how great this next season is. And ain't nobody going to care. So I don't know. Dorit and Kyle might have, I don't know what deal they had off the cameras. I actually thought that was quite a sincere text. But I am not close friends with Kyle. And maybe everybody in Beverly Hills knows that Kyle and Morgan have been together a very long time. And they're tired of like, hey, it's not really fair that we all have to cover for you and lie about why we're not friends or whatever. While you're out all these red carpets getting ton of
Why are you
attention. I
breaking
mean,
up?
I don't
Why
know
are
what
you
their
breaking up
arrangement
with
was.
with
I
this?
thought from Kyle.
Why are you breaking up with your Wi-Fi?
Oh, my Wi-Fi?
A little bit.
Oh, I know. Well, I'm in a hotel. Yeah, I know. It's
Oh,
crappy.
excuse
But,
me?
well, I'm doing my IVF treatments, darling, here in San Ramon, California. I'm getting ready for my IVF retrieval. Honey, we are praying for 2 good eggs.
I don't even know where that is.
Well, it's basically San Francisco. And you know what? You're lucky you don't
Oh,
have a uterus and you don't have to be getting your eggs retrieved. Tell you what.
no wonder why it looked different from where you are.
Oh, I know. And the Wi-Fi